Ezahn is asking me to wait. Why we are waiting? Okay, guys, we are live again here in Switzerland with Amado, Mia, Ezahn, Valerio behind the camera, and me, Flavio. That's the tuning show.
Hello, guys. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome you at home.
Welcome to you guys.
So today we have a topic. Or not. No, guys, today I have these two great musicians. I have a little bit of Deutsch in my background, you know. And I think that one thing that we do always when we go to festivals is jamming.
Yeah, definitely.
You not?
You know, sometimes.
No, well, sometimes.
Come on,
Not
I
so
saw you jamming a lot.
Yeah.
In Pen Jam, you were jamming all the day. All day.
Come on.
Yes.
It's right. I have some video, guys.
Is she like the freak ones that wake up very morning
Oh,
and start to
no.
play the
Oh,
instruments?
no. No, it's okay. It's
okay.
okay. I think
I just don't go to sleep. You know?
Yes. Okay.
that's actually true.
Yeah, I have some memories of having Adrian Portia at home, and it's like that. It's non-stop playing, and he's already complaining that the finger is aching at 10 a.m. and gonna have a concert here at 5. But he goes on playing, you know, it cannot stop.
Never stop.
Yeah. You are not like that as well. You guys are.
I'm more quiet than that, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Compared to Adrian, probably yes.
Okay. Yeah. In Thailand, there is some videos of you guys in the van. I'm right, that, huh? And it's Cabeção playing with you.
Not true.
I remember a video of you with Kabe that I saw a few times.
In the van or not? Oh yeah. In the
Oh,
van.
yes,
in the
indeed. Yeah,
van. This is a
yeah.
good
Yeah.
memory.
Yeah, it was super fun. It was super fun.
Yeah.
Driving down the
it's
mountain.
not really an official video. Something that someone recorded with the cell phone,
Maybe
probably.
it's Ezahn who recorded that video. I'm not sure.
Because you
Probably.
isn't.
Yeah.
In the
No, I
van
don't think so.
in the van
Yeah.
going to the
The festival. I think so. Probably, yeah, one of you two. Okay,
Yeah.
probably. Alessio, if you're here, thanks again.
Sven, you are there in the other side, man. Break on through. Look this, man. You are not here today. Today we have amazing food brought by
Good
Ezahn.
meal.
You know, I think he thought for our partners here. Yes. And tell me, what's important for you in jamming?
Well, I think the rule number one when you jam with someone is just to listen. I think like everybody feels the same. I think it's the main things to do is just to listen, not to go crazy like, oh, there's a jam. Okay, let me play some stuff and doing like a solo, and the guys in my right do a solo, and my left too do a solo. It's big mess.
Yeah, it's not jamming. It's playing different music. So
Yeah, sometimes it's like this, and it's kind of weird
I
because
think
if you
most of the time it's like this, man. In festivals, at least, it's like in my event.
yeah, actually, you're kind of right, actually. Sadly.
Guys, let's be honest.
Sadly. So yeah, sometimes when you see a jam, you want to come in and you just sit down and listening, and there is so much noise and there is not enough place for someone to come in. So sometimes I want to jam and I just listen to people and I'm like, oh, I will wait a bit and see if I have small place to do a few notes or whatever.
After 5 hours, okay, I think.
Yeah. Festival rules.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, making some place for people around, making some place for people doing a solo, just following the rhythm. It's really important to be focused on everyone and just listening.
And would you say that there is a lot about the person that you are jamming with, Mia?
Sorry, ask
Like
again.
a kind of you found some people that have kind of a timing of a styling of playing that fits with you, and that makes a big difference for do the jamming with.
Yeah, of course. I mean, every person have his own personality, and like you meet people. Some people you get along with, and some people don't.
Yeah, like in the
It's just
life,
like,
it works in the music.
Of course, it's like some people get you, some people don't. Sometimes you don't get someone, and it makes the whole dynamic of the jam. It's really important.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another thing that I realize sometimes when I'm watching people playing is there are some people they are dominant. You know, they are the bass, and the other need to follow them. And there are people that are more. Like you said, it's very clear. You see that the person is watching. I think that was something that I love to see in concerts, not just in jamming, is the eye of the musicians. How sometimes the guitarists are looking to the drummer, and they are they are in this. Even if they have a music that they made in the studio several times, they still have this connection, like where you are. And that's I think in jamming it's also very important to.
Yeah, totally agree. And right, there is a lot of concert that I watch on YouTube or whatever, like jazz concerts or whatever, and like all the musicians are looking around, looking at the drummer to see if he's still on time, ready to go to the next part of the piece. So yeah, eye contact is really important. Just looking at the people in the eyes, the guy say, then you know, okay, I can go, stuff like that. Like everyone is tight on the time and everything's perfect. Because if the guy in front do a mistake, you will see the mistakes. You can like think about that when you play. Or if making a mistake, I can follow this. So the mistake becomes something quite okay to listen. So yeah, it's really important, I think.
Yes. I have here a message for you, Mia. The Marco Magnani, he says he remembers the magic jam from Mia on the Turtle Beach.
The magic jam.
Oh yeah, with a girl, I think.
With Nadine.
Oh, probably yes. She was here for maybe
so
1 or 2
many
days.
jams, how can I know what is the magic jam for
But today you're gonna have something here, when you arrive more or less in the 50 minutes. How much you have there? 7 minutes.
Chill.
Okay. Today we are trying to convince Valerio to be part of the jamming, but he already said categoric no. But I will still trying to bring him here. No. Yeah.
One day.
I think another. Hello, Sebastian. Just arrived there. Another thing that is interesting. It's when you are in a festival, but your instrument don't fit to other instruments.
Yeah, but there's so many instruments.
In the end, you can get some.
I never think about it. I think because it's always thousands of instruments. It's an opportunity to try new things. And then when you come back home with your instrument, it's like you have many new ideas about your own instrument. So it's good.
It's cool as well, huh? Yes. Do you remember you learning to jam?
Yeah, of course. I think my first festival was Griasti, I think 2000, not sure if 17 or 18. 17, I think.
17, I think.
It was my
the
first
one we were.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
And it was kind of first time I jammed with so many people. I mean, before I had some problem to jam with people. I didn't know how to get along. And then, it's a real good experience. Suddenly I understand more about rhythm, what it means to listen, what it means to get out of my own bubble.
Okay.
It was a very uplifting experience.
Yes. Yeah. You have some memories also on your first jam sessions?
Not really my first jam sessions. I remember one with Adrian, actually. Yeah, with Adrian Portia. I was at the GRSD the same years. I had, for some reason, I had to play with a goobal.
for some reason.
Yeah, I don't remember why actually. And it was really fun because Adrian is playing really like fast and has really tight tempos. It's really strong. So I tried to follow him. It was very fun, really interesting. At the beginning, I was struggling a lot because I was still a new player, kind of. And after a few minutes, I started to get in, and it was really impressive for me to get to follow this guy. So I was in a way proud of myself. The jam was quite okay for me, so it was a nice experience.
Yes.
Yeah, really nice guy, Adrian.
I'm also learning to jam, but it's unbelievable. Nobody listened me,
Oh man.
No, just kidding. That's for me. It's something that is still a step to cross. To can because I can listen the person, but I don't know where to go in. I have a difficult. I can play my stuff. But with jam, I need to train more. I think it's about that also. But it's the problem of the maker, you are doing handpan your whole day, and you arrive at home and you want to do something else. You don't want to play handpans.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Sick of it after the day.
So looks like isn't telling that we have another. What we have here? Joshua, any options experience on busking during COVID-19? Have been busking on streets?
No, I
did.
Oh, you did? Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
With masks?
Actually not. Yeah, I mean it's in the beginning it was a bit not so good. Now it's kind of back on normal in Switzerland. I don't know how it's about in the world, but it's pretty normal now.
Okay, cool.
Like for me, it's pretty normal.
Okay. So you've been jamming in Basel, right?
Yeah, in Basel.
Okay.
Not bad. It's not the best city to busk anyway, so.
Never been there, but cool. Good to know.
Anyway. Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, I do have the experience that in Switzerland, comparing what I see around the world, we are quite fast coming to normal, and we didn't have this mask stuff. We never had that.
You don't have to put it, but many people put it in the street.
Yeah, but it's less than I think the majority is not using masks, and in some countries are obligatory. They need to use the masks.
Yeah. If you want to go to the train or something like this.
Outside in Brazil, if you go outside of the house, you need to be with the mask.
Oh, okay. Okay. We'll not talk about the situation in Brazil. For some reason.
Yeah. Now here we have kind of spring. Spring. Yeah. Not summer yet, but it's hot as hell.
Definitely.
And it's the time to go to the fields and get these guys. Have you ever been that? Here you can go.
I've been, yeah.
You can go in fields with something, and then you get what you want and put in the weight and get home.
I tried to do it last week, but we went to where the field is. Was last year, and then it was nothing. So we just went all the way there. And they moved it, and they didn't say to anyone, or we didn't follow up, and then we came back home pretty disappointed. There's no strawberry in the bag.
We have some in our garden, and they are the most sweet ever. It's unbelievable. The things that grow in the garden, when you plant it, it's really cool.
Yeah, it's good.
So you guys at home are also sitting here with us on the table. You are also able to do more questions if you want, okay? Because I don't know if you realize, but the theme is almost in the end. But we could also actually do a jam. You would like to play? You have some preference?
Just use what we have around.
I don't know. We can just play like she play a piece, I play a piece, and we play together. I mean, we have the time, so we can chill out. And I really think that jamming is a really hard exercise, I think, for most of the people, because as you say, you are out of your comfort zone, you have to be focused, and just be into it, have the right feeling at the right time is super difficult, I think. Even if you have jam all your life or whatever, I think something not really easy to be able to do like okay, let's jam, and it's amazing at the first time.
Yeah, because you're not really using a music, when you are using a fixed music that you are playing with someone, you could say that you do improvisation, because I think that's a very nice thing as well, because improvisation is it's a kind of a jam as well, because you're in the middle of the music and you are improvising. Maybe the drummer start improvising with you. That's really cool stuff.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. And there's something really interesting that I realize, like, because for me, jamming is improvisation with people.
Mhm.
For me, that's a jam. Maybe I'm wrong, but whatever. When I was in Thailand, um, there is a place. It's called jamming bar, something like this. A place where you're supposed to play music with people. So I was like, okay, cool. I have my instrument with me. I went there, and then during all the night, there were people who come on stage and playing really famous tune, famous music for really famous group. And I was like, this is not a jam for me because it's not improvisation. You're just doing a piece. And like the guy on stage was crazy playing the piece, like I don't know, Led Zeppelin or whatever. And it was really interesting for me because for me it was not a jam, you know, not improvisation. So I was like with my instrument with me watching this. Yeah, I think I will go back to my hostel. So I wait like 2 hours and I said, okay.
You even didn't play in the stage.
No, I didn't because like I don't know how to play these specific tunes, you know.
Yeah.
So and it was super loud with electric guitars and piano, and I didn't have any place. In this.
But the people come there and then they play the Led Zeppelin music with other guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a kind of a jam as well, I think.
Yeah, it is. It is actually it is. But for me, jamming is improvisation. You know?
Yes.
So maybe I'm wrong, as I said, but
but I think this is because of the handpan. Normally,
maybe you're right.
Normally, when you are with another person, you know, we don't play musics from bands in the handpan.
Mm-hmm.
It's happened sometimes, but it's sometimes someone put a little bit of piece of the music.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very rare to you see a concert that one music is a dedicated of a cover or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's can be a characteristic of the handpan.
Yeah, maybe you're right actually.
So Ezahn says that we have another question from Joshua. Is one for him? A long one. Any recommendations for drills and training? Personally, I never create songs. I just freestyle and jam. But I feel my skills aren't really progressing. Any ideas for improvement? Also, how much music theory do you learn apply to your pan playing?
Well, music theory. I think you get music theory the more you play, basically. The more you have experience with playing, you get interested more in music, and you naturally learn about music. You don't need to go to a teacher, in my opinion. And if advice, I think is just keep playing. Don't limit yourself. Just keep playing with people, playing with music that you like. Put some headphones and listen something and try to catch up. It's just all the time about practicing. There's all the time keep going, and then suddenly something come out.
I agree, actually. Yeah, I agree. Nothing really more to say.
So let's play.
Yeah. So do we play together, or I played and she played and we played?
How you prefer? Let's do here. And you would like to have the stand?
No, I'm okay. So I play first, then you play, or you want to play, then I play. You
play together.
You want to play together? Okay, let's go. Play. Strawberries.
So if I put for both, it's okay? Is it the mic? Yeah. You just put in the middle, like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, for you guys, Mia und Amado. And Amado, my German. How would be in French? Mia. Portuguese.
Which one do you want? Major?
Let's be happy.
Let's be happy. What is the sound? Okay.
Also, thank you guys.
Strawberries.
Strawberries.
Strawberries time.
So I was watching, and I can tell some things that I pay attention. Huh?
Yeah, tell me, tell us.
So
Tell us.
thinking about what we were talking about before, that like when not necessary your instrument don't fit, so of course you're gonna have other instruments. One things that happens at the beginning when you guys start to jam is what's fit with what.
Mhm.
Every note fits or not. You start to have get used to the instrument that's not your instrument
Yeah,
base.
at all. Never play on it.
Yeah.
I have no idea what is this instrument.
Yeah,
basically.
and it's actually a funny scale. I think
Yeah.
this was one of
Also,
the,
it's
the
very like happy and like
first scale that I create, a pentatonic, easy to play, happy, too happy.
A bit too happy.
Way too happy. I agree. So.
Yeah. And after when you found the instrument and then you come to search to each other like okay, and then then it starts a kind of a dance between you two. That is really cool.
It's a neck dance.
The neck dance, remember, guys.
Not naked dance and that
It's
dance.
a neck dance.
Yes.
It was super fun. Nice combination. So it's a pentatonic, you said,
Yes.
and this one is a Amara
Amara in
D?
C sharp.
C sharp, okay.
And it's a funny E pentatonic, huh? E. Yeah.
Super fun. Oh, nice.
We
Cool.
are famous, guys.
Magic. Wow.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Please come
But they are
with
not
us.
doing so many questions. Look this. Now we have people from Japan watching.
Oh, cool.
Who? Thomas? Oh, there is so many questions.
Good.
names
Let's
here.
answer.
I don't see what Thomas. Read for us. Ah, okay, no. Japanese isn't don't read. It's a French.
I didn't
I
get the
don't-
question.
I don't found also Thomas
neither.
here.
Can I have a look?
Ah, yeah. I don't know.
Oh, Thomas. Yeah, it's a friend of mine. Hey, Thomas, if you're still here. I tried. It's a good friend of mine. Actually, this guy is an insane drummer. He he's into metal music, kind of. And he's like insane about music theory and rhythm or whatever. Like when I hear this guy playing, because he have a place next to mine, kind of. Like it's insane the kind of rhythm that he can make.
Mhm.
So if you want to come here to jam one day, you're welcome.
So let's go in this idea. We had a question about this music theory. What does music theory, terrorism, the music theory for you?
Well, again, because I haven't learned it, so I also don't know what the idea about it anyway. But for me, it's just like getting close to understand it, know the notes, and know by hearing, and also like combination of note, what fit and what not harmonic with each other, scales, what changed the scale to be a different scale. It's just many things that inside the music,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and naturally, not just handpan. Just
Yeah.
If you take piano or guitar or anything, it will be the same.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's for me. It's interesting to question you because I have the feeling that you are very much feeling. You when I give you an instrument, for example, depending of your day, you say, no, I don't want to play this, or I don't like that. So you're a little bit like that, and it's so cool because in some way, music theory goes in the opposite way of feeling. It's like more mathematic, more thing. But of course, you can use that in your flowing way.
Yeah, I guess, but this is why I didn't go to like study music, because for me it's kind of make everything more cubey and more like from the mind, and then it's in my opinion, it's take away from the feeling in a certain way, or at least in my position. So I'm using the feeling, but I still have some understanding of music from my experience with it. So
Yeah.
there is some knowledge, but it's still a lot comes from feeling. I'm trying to keep the feeling as much as I can.
And for you?
I agree. Like if I learn a bit of music theory just for more understanding my instrument, if I can combine 2 or 3 of them, which scale I can use with 3 instruments. Like if I use this note instead of this one and whatever. And I also feel like music theory, if you want to be really comfortable with it, and if you want to switch from a really mathematical way of playing and more going in a kind of feeling, emotional way of playing, I feel like you have to go really deep inside the music theory, because I feel like when I heard some of my friends playing music that are no music theory, they use this note at the specific times for a specific reason. Like they use the fifth or whatever at this specific time because it changed the mood or whatever. And I feel like when you understand this perfectly, you know that if you play these notes right here, you will change the color perfectly at the good times, and you can do something really I don't know, deep, emotional or whatever. So I feel like when you start understanding the music theory, you have to go really deep inside to be really able to play as you would like to play, compared to us that we play more by our feeling and more in a free spirit way, kind of. So I feel like music theory can be a really amazing tool, but it's a lot of studying before you get really comfortable with it.
Yeah.
I feel like
if we listen you, Ezahn, if you speak, not really, huh? Can we put this microphone then? Because I think that would be nice to listen you. You did study music theory on a little bit jazz guitar, I think. 2 years of. Uh-huh.
oh yeah, we'll make one soon. I hope so.
Yes, we will make a.
Together.
Together, you want?
Yeah, we can try
Can
it
try-
out
It's
if
been
they're
long.
interested.
It's been long. It's been long.
And they wanna know what they wanna know.
If you want to do a workshop,
Yeah, if you're
Here.
gonna do a workshop, you
Yeah.
have something planned.
yeah, actually, I've made one here a few months ago. It was really nice, really amazing, really nice students. It was super fun.
Yeah, well, good feedback as well. I can
Oh,
tell
cool,
you.
nice,
Yes.
amazing. It was really nice. So yeah, I can make kind of the same or a bit more advanced for more advanced people or whatever. So I'm really into doing another one. So if guys want to come and have fun, you're welcome.
And
Sure.
you have something planned.
Not planned yet, but if you'll be interested, people, I will do.
Yeah.
Okay, so
My
after the
pleasure.
tuning show, we're gonna talk serious to these people, and we're gonna maybe bring something for you guys.
Yes, just
And,
ask
yeah,
for
and
it.
you guys, of course, gonna come. Yes. Okay, the next tema, I forget it what I would come. I was talking to Ezahn. Ezahn, come here. I want to talk about music theory with you.
Come here, Ezahn,
Let's
please.
put this mic for him. Throw this mic there. Not I.
You can use mine.
Because
Well, maybe you don't really want to talk about
no,
it,
he
guys.
don't wanna. He don't
Oh,
wanna.
Matthias is in. Hey, Matthias.
Just
Hope
let
you're
it
good.
go. Let it go.
Let it
Keep
go.
going.
Tommaso,
What was the other
Valerio,
questions?
Alessio. Yeah, it's Matthias. He was there the last time. It was really nice, super fun.
Because I did study a little bit of music theory.
Okay.
Because people come here and start to talk to me, and I'm like,
Yes. Yes.
But one thing that was always nice to see was see Ezahn creating scales, you know, and he try and he test and he spend hours trying to, and he has a program that Jonathan Heaven made a long time ago,
I remember this program.
and he is still using it for trying and test something. And I realized that some things I think like maybe chords or reason he thinks if there are some chords on the instruments that could be played, and in this direction, and then I realized, okay, I go deep in this stuff, and I went home and I started to read and study
cool.
a little bit to get it, and more to build than for play.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, it was very, very interesting.
And how do you feel now that you have a bit more knowledge about this?
Well, I feel that, like I said, to build and to talk to people is very cool. To play, I feel that my play is pretty much in the flow.
Okay.
I'm not thinking. When I'm building, I can build I know that I'm building a major chord with the bottom note here, or a minor chord. This is really cool to do it, and to explain also what we are doing, and it's interesting. I think that it's cool to read about and to. But the big difference for me by working with music, I did work in Brazil with music before in the television, is the ear. I think that the ear get more clear. You know, you have aim when you are tuning an instrument. that is to get the music, the note in tune.
Mhm.
So you are working with the hammer, and several times you are just looking what you are doing, and when the note is in tune, you look to the tuning.
Okay.
And then you see that it's ding, it's a wow, and it's funny because I didn't have the experience as a musician to recognize notes, but now by tuning, it's
makes sense actually. Yeah.
yeah,
Cool. That's a great tool actually.
yeah, stuff for work. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say everything get more clear. So all
Mhm.
living in city, it's make it sometimes just so too much.
Too much.
Sometimes, I mean,
Mhm.
or just going in a place when many people, you just hear everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Tommaso, hope you're good. Welcome. There's Tommaso Royal from Lespan watching the live.
Hello, man.
Sweet guys. For me, it's a bit different. I'm also sensitive, but more because I have some problem in my right ears. So I feel like my right ear is a bit less sensitive than my left ear. So I'm struggling when I listening my music with my headphones a
Oh.
bit, but it's okay. It's not too much. It's okay. It's okay. So I'm just careful about my right ears. If I'm in a party or whatever, and there's a huge speaker, I always put my left ear in front because I don't want to
Uh-huh.
damage my right ear. So
I can imagine.
yeah,
Yes.
on the profile like this. But it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So let's go to the tema workshop.
Oh, workshop. Okay.
You made one here, but
Yeah.
you made already some workshops,
Yeah, I made, but not here,
Mhm.
not yet.
and you like to do it. How is that for you?
Yeah, every time I did workshop, I enjoyed a lot, and enjoy also actively. Yeah, that's fun. It's
Did
interesting.
but did you inspire any workshops that you made before, or you came like you are in the flow and you feel what's happening?
Just like I'm playing is my workshop.
Yeah.
I don't come with like structure and like have a board and just I give the tools that how I understand the instrument and I pass it on as it is. I'm not trying to like make it.
Yes,
And what people can take from it is my pleasure, and what they every person take what he can.
and that's why I think that is so cool to do different workshops.
Mhm.
Because we know people that needs the structure, and there are other people that they arrive in the structure and get drunk. And then it's good to go in a direction and then go into the other. I think that's so cool that especially here now we have chance to have workshops with different people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
really cool. But you made before workshops of handpan with other people, or not with handpan, another instrument,
Handpan,
handpan.
only handpan.
Only handpan.
Yeah. Well, I don't have so much like deep knowledge anything by handpan.
Uh-huh.
For me, it's the opposite. Totally. Yeah.
You are the structure guy.
Yeah. Kind of.
Swiss.
Yeah. It's actually true. It is definitely because I don't feel like proposing a workshop, and I don't feel comfortable if I don't have something ready to show. Like I don't want to be a bit messy or doing something wrong or whatever. So I like to have something really not so tight but okay that I can use to practice to progress. And what I did last time here is that I have different students with different level, like really beginners to more advanced players. Sorry. So I try to have exercise that um, I can change to make them more difficult for the more advanced and easier for the beginner. So I have one basic exercise and can make it like easy or harder. So it was really nice because like this I can switch the level between each people. So I feel more comfortable like this, like this. All the people who come will not be bored about exercise too easy for them or too hard for them. I can change a bit, so everyone can find his own exercise for his specific level.
Mhm.
So yeah, I like to work like this, and it was
Yeah.
really nice last time actually. Yeah, I really enjoyed.
And how you do? You ask everybody to play the same note, and how you manage when everybody has a different instrument, and if you do an exercise, it's one is playing the B flat and the other is playing the A all together.
Yeah, like it was always a problem. Like it's really hard in a small space. But eventually, I'm just asking also to have as much space you can between each other to take and listen to yourself. Yeah, but it's challenging, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's workshop. It's if you don't have like a huge space, and it's make it challenging.
Yeah.
Obviously.
What we try to do here, and I think you get something of this, is that we try to have at least 3 or 4 instruments of the same scale here, and then when people does the do the exercise, it would fit, not be a big mess.
Yeah. It was really nice. Thank you. Thank you for that. Because I saw some workshop with like 20 people playing different scale at the same time. So, such a mess.
Yes.
And you have been in different places. Huh? I remember you have been in Portugal.
Yes.
You have
Yeah, different workshops.
Is near the beach. I love Portugal. I know.
Yeah. I was in a beautiful place in Portugal with Cabeçao 2 times, 2 weeks. I made different workshops. I mean, Gresdy, Penziam also with different people. And it's really amazing how people teach differently and have different style, different way of experiencing music. And I think it's really uplifting to learn from all these different people, so you can use the best of each for your own style. So amazing.
Yeah. Well, another thing that I remember from you saying the last time we have been together is that there is an instrument that you are trying to bring the music, so the rock music that you listen to the instrument. Can you tell a little bit about that?
Oh, it's such a mess. I will try to do some one day, maybe a cover or something like this.
Oh, that would be great. I think.
Yeah.
It's a different stuff, huh? Today we have Amado Gandema, a cover of Deftones.
Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath.
But I will try one day, but for now I'm doing other stuff. But I will try. I would love to try to rearrange. I don't know what to say in English, to play a cover, to change it a bit of rock psychedelic, like of the 90s or 80s. It would be really interesting to play and to put it into the instrument, because it will sound totally different. It will not be the same tunes at all, because I don't have it's not the same instrument. It's not a guitar, or it's not a drum, so it will be really different. So I think it's a nice challenge. Yeah, and I saw a guy who made some jazz music with the handpan. You saw it? It was amazing. It was crazy. Yeah, crazy guy.
There's like 2 guys actually. I just discovered.
Okay.
Like, I was like just watching it. Like,
Forgot the name.
there's a friend from Israel Bar, and other guy. I don't remember the name. Sorry, but it was for me. It's very very inspiring because it's really extending the limits of handpan, and for me it was very touching.
Yeah,
I was totally crazy about it. I watched it like many times.
I had this experience once. There was 2 girls playing, and I also don't remember the names. And one was playing with a contrabass electric.
Oh, cool.
And the other, and I think it was like this on internet website, not website, webcams. 2 webcams together playing music, and this was also really cool. Like it's not always that you see handpan with a contrabass. It was what's a cool combination.
Yeah, I think so.
And do you, Mia, sometimes listen your music? You listen music or not really?
Lately, not so much.
Not so much.
Very, very rarely. It's come and goes,
Yeah. I am the guy who arrive at home, and if it's silence, I put some music, And my wife arrive at home and I turn off. she very, very. If the music has a guitar solo, I need to turn off the music because I see that level. But I think that she's remembered a little bit of me, like noise gets you in the limit. It's like you said now that you are in the big city. It's not funny. It's very easy. It's too much.
Yeah.
But I did this question because sometimes you are listening to music and you listen a combination of notes that you would say like, wow, that I could put in my music. You do that
Yeah.
when you also do it.
Yeah, many times if I like something, it's inspire me automatically. Even if I don't notice, eventually when I play, if something touch me, it's
Comes.
come out.
Oh, cool. Yes.
Yeah.
Also playing other instruments, like it's affect each other.
Yeah.
Like you can do, for example, in piano, you have more options. Suddenly you can get it into guitar or something. It always affect each other.
Yes. And then come the headaches for the handpan makers. People wanna a chromatic instrument. That's so hard. You tried to also once to build a chromatic instrument?
Mm-mm.
No,
No.
not really. Huh?
Mm-mm.
Also not.
No, just you take two hand pans.
Two hand
It's
pans, yeah.
perfect. I
Is
mean,
what I try to explain. Say, hey, they are not built for that. Sometimes people ask really like a chromatic. Say no, it's not a piano. It has a dynamic.
it can, but I say it will be really hard to make it perfect.
Yeah, I can't put notes in the bottom that you could have chromatic, but you lose the dynamic, the right and left hand. I think But I explain. I let very clear what is my opinion on that. I explain as well that musicians who want chromatic scale, they have 2-3 instruments. Normally they have 3 instruments to have a big range of them. But yeah, if it's the one thing, who am I to say that no, you cannot do it? Okay, you play out of the order, and you really can change. I think that the bottom notes came to tell us already that the handpans could. I don't know. I know that's a very old story. The bottom notes, but amplify the handpan. It's for sure. It's also also boring to build.
I can imagine.
Yes, that's why they are expensive. Yes.
Can imagine.
You had bottom notes since the beginning or your handpans?
No, why from the beginning I didn't know how to handle even the top
The
shell in
top
the
shell,
beginning.
yeah.
It's bottom notes. It come later, but now it's impossible without.
Yes, other? Yeah.
To be honest, it's really like hard to feel the completeness of scale when you just have 5 tones as top shell.
Mhm.
Like always looking for the 2 missing tones. So
Yeah.
if no bottom notes is.
Let's play a little more.
Play?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want me to play along? I can play with the
Yasmina.
Yasmina.
The new one or the old one?
You have one with 11 notes?
Yes.
11. Some background music. I play. You want to keep talking? Yeah, please. I do some background music.
Oh, I want to do a pause with talking. No, please play for us.
Sounds very good. Should I play like a background music?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Keep talking, guys. I play. You speak.
So, guys, we are here. What kind of music you are playing now?
Sorry.
What you are playing? You said? You're gonna play background.
Background music. Yeah.
Okay. But now, Amado, we are arriving the end of the program.
Already.
It's already 1 hour.
Well, it was really nice. Hope you enjoyed.
So, thank you, Mia.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Ezahn. Thank you, Valerio. Thank you, Amado.
Thank to you guys.
Thank you, guys at home. And that was the Tuning Show. Stay tuned for more.